Hi, FireCreeper here, and I'm arting because I haven't drawn on stream in a hot minute, and I want to do it, so I'm here with art. Hi, Don. How are you breathing today? Yeah, I have no idea what I want to draw. Oh, before I properly start, so you know that bay drawing, I want to say properly. But you know that bay drawing I did a while ago, and I'm like, oh, I'm probably gonna finish it. I'm never going to finish it. Because now that I've looked back on it, I officially hate it. And how it looks. So, that drawing is forever gonna be unfinished. You're never gonna see it again. Because, personally, I hate how it looks. Don't know how I want to actually draw. No! Hi, I'm Roy. It's a bay, not Faye. Like Haka's bells. You know, hollow. I don't know what I'm drawing. Let's start off with a freaking stick figure. Actually, I kind of. I want to, what should I draw? My brain had to go through so much to just think of what, I want a person, clearly. We could do, what if we do, cool pose, a cool looking pose, a chuny pose. Let's see. Be like no, now. There we go. Faye waifu would be best. Don, you're getting head pats now. You're getting head pats now. You have no choice in this matter. I don't know when I'm drawing, but I got something going. I'm only halfway here. Cause like, yeah. So yeah. Draw Iris. Why do I always go to Iris? Iris. Oh, so yesterday I discovered there's, so I sing. I am actually part of a choir, currently. And so we have certain song lists, that we have, right? And one of those songs in that song list, I officially do not like. Cause, okay, so I sing alto. And I can actually, in more second alto, I can hit more lower notes. Hi, Ari. Behold the power of a pencil. This is, I guess. Anyways, as I was saying, I'm drawing Lulu. I drew this cool pose, though. Anyways, so, but there's this one song where there is no second alto part. And basically the altos take over the melody, which is fine. Unless, you know, we're doing almost a whole octave jump, and I don't enjoy high notes, which is why I'm alto in the first place. Yeah. But yeah, I drew this cool pose. That's fine by me, because I have to work, last second stream. Here. Because I would, what? Ari, are you stuck in caps lock over there? Golly. Caps lock Ari. It's a new development. I don't know what I'm drawing. But like this pose. That's a good pose. I like it. It's a good pose. It's a dramatic pose. It's a stupid pose. I'm fine. You're fine. Yeah, I struggle with high notes. Yes, I'm sure about that. High notes hurt. Like, dude, I'm positive. Why do you doubt me, Amroy? Why must you doubt me? In my awesome greatness. Awesome greatness, that sounds... Yeah, I swear I didn't just wake up. I've been like this all week. I've only been halfway functioning. Okay. So... Your arm's too long. Your arms... Select, transform. No, cancel. Select, transform, move. Oh, this cool. Hurry that. My goodness. Feels like this is James. Probably. I don't know, I started drawing lines and it looked cool. It looked beautiful. Until it stopped. Oh, I don't know. What am I doing? Okay. Now it's just way far off to the side. I don't. Pain and agony. But I know best. But seriously, alright, why are you in caps lock? Okay, you know what? We're just gonna get rid of this hand. It's not working. Don't worry about it later. Future Fire can deal with that. Future Fire can deal with that. Gotta learn to quirk it with the keyboard. Trying to clean it. I see. I need to clean out my keyboard, actually. Okay, let's draw a square. I don't know, I'm getting if any of you guys ever seen Magia or Record, I'm getting Alina vibes off of this pose. No. I want this to be the front. Wait. My brain isn't braining. Alina Gray. I love Alina Gray. She's insane. She has like long, very square hair. Long square hair and a hat. And a hat. Let's decide it. Let's see how long it takes for me to be like, oh look, I like this, and then be like, I hate it. Like that. Something's not right here. Okay. Yeah, I could do an open hand. Oh, I got an idea. The artist has an idea. We do. And then we gotta switch this hand up. be like, be like, be like, oh crap. It was something like that. Yeah! Okay, 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 okay. That works. I appreciate that. Thank you, Emeroy. Jeez. It's only been an hour. That's how long I've been up. About an hour. Before you ask, no, I haven't eaten breakfast. I have some tea though. That's my breakfast. We British for today. And yeah. This is usually how my mornings go. I just wake up and start doing stuff. Like fire ... You're welcome, I'd be taking Lulu. No, Lulu's my wife. Dawn, don't fire ... me. It's not like you eat breakfast either. I know that. You don't eat Dawn. So, actually, I don't like. Oh no. Okay, and then we do this. There you go. Eat healthier. I forgot. No, but I do eat healthy. I just didn't eat breakfast. Eating breakfast isn't necessary. It's only kind of necessary on Tuesdays, and today is in fact Wednesday. It's gonna say. See, Dawn, you also haven't eaten breakfast either, have you? Shame. We can be in the shame boat together. Look, I'm not gonna let you fire ... me about that thing. About that, Dawn, okay? That is one thing. You don't even have tea. You don't even have the British the thing a thing that could even you could even have as an excuse for breakfast when it's not breakfast. Yeah, I'm self-aware. Also, yeah. Take that. Fire must keep your prayers active. No. Why did I put the elbow joint there? The elbow joint would be here. Golly. I am here. I am here. Okay. Okay. Now, I don't know why, but I feel like... Oh. Okay. We're gonna do this. And then we're gonna draw some fun extra stuff. Look, eating breakfast is for normies, and I am, as you can clearly see, am in fact not a normie. So, yeah. And I like how my solution is sticky ears on it. Fox or wolf? I don't know. I haven't drawn a wolf in a while. Man. I haven't drawn... Mostly draw cat girls. Yeah. So, you know what? I could do a wolfie. One wolf girl. Please and thank you. Ah, golly. Yeah, I haven't drawn a wolf in a long time. Drawn cat girls. Draw cat girls, more frequently. But yeah. So, yeah. Wolf it is. Let's see. What kind of clothes should I give her? I don't like this here. I don't. Okay, we want to go kind of more or less. Okay. Wolves have shorter ears than foxes. I mean, it could be. There's actually a kind of wolf where it literally looks like you just took the legs and extended it. I can't. Well, it's not a wolf. It's also not a fox. It's. Oh, what was it? What was it? Fire as a wolf. Oh my goodness. Would that be fitting? Okay, this is a kind of half serious question. Would my character look better as a wolf waifu or a cat waifu? Like, close first. Close. Like, I am a little curious. Kinda. Golly, this is why I shouldn't read a manga right before I do an art stream. That was what I was doing before stream started. Golly. Ah. Oh, what the gold was connecting to the tailbone connecting to. Uh-huh. Did not know that. Thank you for informing me. Okay, need my brain to work. Let's see. Pants. Not a dress. Maybe I could do, maybe if I did, I guess I could do a skirt. I hate drawing dresses. I also hate wearing dresses. Dresses aren't my thing. No. Looks like a trapezoid. Because at least with pants you can see the legs. Must witness leg. I usually have the tail over, so not through the pants. So basically the tail connects here. Pants would be pushed down by the tail a little bit, and the shirt would be pushed up, you know, so that there is like this artificial little hole. It makes the most sense to me. With one sleeve. Ooh. That sounds fun. I like to imagine she's wearing slacks or something. If we do, I think somebody's at my door. Gonna BRB. Have a BRB screen, but I'm not gonna use it. I'm just gonna mute. I have returned from walking upstairs. It was a very quite taxing task. I need to scoot up more. My rolly chair doesn't roll too well on carpet. Dropping everything. Would either sweatpants or belts? Maybe. Yeah. I mean, it'd be hard to do, cause like, we did, baggy pants. Not like you'd be able to tell the difference. So, yeah. That's the thing. Not like you'd be able to much tell the difference in this drawing. So, yeah. If we do, but I kind of want to do a high color something. Like, you know? The idea. Like, nothing much changed. Be loose in some areas. Yes? I don't know. I've worn a fair share of okay, what if oh, hold on, I just got an idea for the top. Okay, so I recently bought myself this kind of cloak jacket thing. Anyways, it's sleeveless and it looks really cool. It actually has a corset attached to it. Not like a corset, but like, you know, one of those fashionable corset. What if we did goodness, like a sleeveless top. Okay. Character design with friends. Now with audience. You aren't friends. Establish those. But I also had a hood. I don't want her to be wearing the hood because, yeah. But like, crap, I suck at drawing hoods nowadays. When I was younger, I used to draw hoods all the freaking time. Like, it was just something, you know, I just drew all the time. But now I just I just don't. Ah, golly. Maybe, do I like that? I don't know. Like, I feel like wolves would wear something practical, along with coyotes. Wolves and coyotes. They're both more practical in their clothing, I feel like. What if what if we did something fluffy? Like, that's very true. The hoodie needs holes. Yeah. Hold on, but I got an idea. I got another idea. What if we did, because I do like the sleeveless, you know. What if we did, no, golly, I want fluff on here. Okay, well, yeah, I gotta have holes. Ear holes. Let's see, if this were to be flipped over, and the holes would have to be round about here-ish. Yeah. Wouldn't be that big. I mean, they'd be big holes, but like, they wouldn't be so big that you'd notice them when the hoodie's flipped down. If that makes sense. Yeah, okay. Be holes. I do want to add like, oh, what if, okay. What if we do, because I don't know why I'm so obsessed with having fluffy somewhere. Fluff. And it goes, let's see. if this were, because I'm having this image in my brain, and you have, so this is the jacket, armholes, and then you have the hoodie, and the ear holes, stupid bug, didn't die. Anyways, these two pieces are sewn on separately, and on this piece, there's fluff. It goes down a little. You get that? Yeah. Kinda, yeah. Like, because these two pieces would be sewn on separately. How would it be sewn on? Probably actually. Well, if you have one piece, sew that on. No, you could actually do this piece, sew this piece, and sew that piece. Anyways, whatever. My point still stands. I need to make sure I can logic my way out of having fluff on here that makes mild sense. You know, how you would do it. Like, if you were to ever actually create this. So. Yeah. Okay. Figured it out. It took a lot of brain energy that I don't currently have. Okay. Okie dokie. Do that. Kinda top. What if had a what if underneath, I kind of want to do shoulderless. I don't know why, but I really want these shoulders to show. Like, don't need to undo everything. Okay. But, like, do want shoulderless. You know? Maybe it's just a me thing right now. Off the shoulder stuff. Okay. Okie dokie. Burp. Burp. Do something like, just like kind of puffy shirt with off the shoulder stuff. I'm being a freaking weirdo. Oh, this goes a little farther down, so it'd be, let's see, it would drop that roughly and then act like so. There we go. I can logic out clothes. I've done sewing a little bit in my life. Ah. Tea is good for the soul. If you have a soul. That's the first requirement, is that you have a soul. Come on. Don't need to hunch over my art tablet. I have my lap for a reason. Yeah, so I don't actually have a fun art stand for my tablet. Just my tablet on my lap. Aw. So, yeah, fluff. Fluff, fluff, fluff. Fluff, fluff. I don't like that. Yeah. Okay. And then... what do? What do? Da da da. Da 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 da. Da da da. Kinda. We did tucked in. I don't know what kind of shirt she's actually wearing, but it looks fun. I think I got what I'm. Wait. Yeah, that's usually what streaming is. You know, before you stream, you're waiting. I'm not sure if I'll actually be able to be there for your stream there, Dawn, because my dad's probably gonna be like, "Hey, Fire, I need your help." You're actually building a bathroom, so yeah. Reminds me, I still need to send him more images. Just send him some anime images. We're gonna have an anime themed bathroom. The Doka Magica is gonna be in it. Yeah, I kind of want to put a belt on her. But not like one of those practical belts. Like one of those belts that just kind of, you know, like, yeah, like that. Magical. About that. There we go. One belt or two. I don't know. I think one belt's enough. At least one belt where you should have it. What if? Sake of asymmetry? For the sake of asymmetry. What if I did this? That would be like that. Buff out a little. That would go like that. Like that. Yeah! Kinda like that. I'm just gonna start placing random belts. This is a sci-fi universe. There are belts. No, it's fantasy. It's fantasy if it's too many belts. It's sci-fi if there's too many zippers. And we need her hair. Her hair. Give her a glove. But not like a full glove. Like, fingerless? A fingerless could look cool. Oh, it has to have. Oh, okay. Got an idea. Not completely fingerless, but like one of the fingers does have a full finger. Finger has a full finger. Jeez, that's a sentence that came out of my mouth. So, pantry. There we go. Okay. I'm getting a vision. Say that like I'm some sort of prophet. I'm getting a vision, my people. Yeah, I am not. You know, I just realized my fingers are all twisted weirdly. Okay. I'll need to fix the fingers. Fingers are broken. Fingers are broken. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's make some squares. Let's make some rectangles. Fingerless gloves. Maybe. I don't know, I just kind of... I need to fix some hands. I need to fix my hand here. A little, broken. Okay. Select transform. Because fingers don't work like that. Do your fingers just go out of their sockets regularly? mean, if I did... that could work. Okay. I don't enjoy drawing hands. It's not my favorite activity. I think I'll give her, like, nail claws. Nail claws? Sometimes? Oh no, that doesn't sound too good, Emroy. That's not a good thing for your fingers to be doing. Don't you know? That's not what fingers are supposed to do. I do. Yes. I know claws don't come out of the fingernails. They don't. But it is also kind of just straight up easier to draw them like that. There we go. Yeah. It's fine. Okay. Let's see. I don't want. I have an idea. For her looking. Yeah. Look at that. Magical. Now she needs hair. Now she needs... Shit. Definitely go for fingers. Totally no bias on that opinion. Yes, totally no bias on that opinion. Actually, when I was younger, I was obsessed with fingerless gloves. I turned all my gloves into fingerless gloves. My dad wasn't too happy about that. Kinda want... What if we do something more or less like... Gosh. Because if we do long front hair or back hair, I think that could look cool. Wolf tomboy. Oh golly. Would you think I'm cuter if I was a wolf girl? Would you think? Yeah, I don't think I give off wolf girl vibes. If I were an animal girl, what do you guys think I'd be? Like, I'm a little curious. And I'm golly. I mean, I always classify myself as a cat girl, but that's also because I just like cats. You know? I'm a cat person. The local crazy cat lady. So, take that. Take that! So. Maybe... I don't know. I don't know if that pairs. Maybe if we do... No. Golly, I don't know what I want. What? Golly. We did. Because when you cut hair, it kind of makes this little peak at the bottom. See you as a cat. Yeah. Destroy everything. Because violence is what I desire. Well, what if we did thing like that? Okay, okay. Yeah, okay, I like that more. I like that. Okay. Here we go. Magical! Do I need the spray? No! No, actually. Actually, if you were to aim anything at me, I, like, really flinch. Like, it is kind of insane. Like, yeah. Like Don's seen it a couple of times when somebody has like aimed even like a spray bottle at me. Like, I don't know if you've seen it, but like if you aim something at me, I flinch. Like, yeah. So yeah. So I said in like a high school presentation. Yeah. Just like like move my entire body. Oh, why did I add claws on this one? This one is going insane. Actually, I could have little clawfuls. No! No, I want chaos. Yeah. But making me flinch, like genuinely like startling me from behind is like the worst idea you could ever do. I have, in fact, basically almost clawed out my friend's throat. Oopsies. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. But we kind of want... I'm gonna do this more like cuffed. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Easy to scare. Yes. Yes, actually. I am. Like, genuinely. I am genuinely very easy to scare. Yeah. Don knows it. Don knows it very well. Did I read Wolf Tomboy? Yes, you did read Wolf Tomboy. Have you seen the wolf girl we have created today? Look. She's magical. Fabulous. And I don't know. Gonna destroy the world or something. I don't know what she's gonna do. I don't know what her goals or aspirations are. But I think this hand wouldn't have a goal. We want that. There. Okay. I figure out how fingers freaking work. Again. Don't like fingers. I do and I don't. Fingers! Yeah. Thank you. But Emerald, I like chaos. Chaos is fun. Yeah. I'm giving off a very Alina Gray style going on here. Let's see. And magical. Wolf fur looks a little different from, a lot different from, you know, the fox. The RP cat. This is funny to read. That's bad for the kids. Well, you know what? Kids should be allowed to have a little chaos. There is no harm, zero harm in it. What if, what if we give her multicolored hair? But only from the bottom. Yeah! Yeah! My goodness. So magical. I actually really like it. Her thumb's a little short up there, isn't it? I think her hand's a little long. Hold on. You select. And then her thumb. Then we need to do this. Because her hand's a little. Her hand's handing weird. Because apparently I wanted to give her a long hand. First, yes! Multicolored hair! I totally don't have a bias for having multicolored hair. And also it looks cool. Okay. Yeah, usually not. Makes the character better. Yeah! I kind of want to do something. What if? Okay, I got an idea. Okay. I do very much like this. And she has an oversized, basically, belt. Yay! Yay! Ha ha ha! Not saying it's bad. I don't know, it's true. It'd be confusing. Well, you know what? I think she's amazing. I love her. I'd give her a hug. Says the artist, how do you draw this thing? Shh. Yes, okay, that works. But this would loop over top. So. Yeah. Okay, there we go. I figured it out. Yeah, the tail does match the hair. Yeah. You just can't really see it right now. It's not colored. Magical. Oh, I love that. Okay. I'm just doing some random kneading up. Makes me so happy. Yeah. Okay. Then I'm debating whether or not I want to add more belts. Running 4 legs. I would give her a hug as well. Yay! Created a character that even Dawn would give a hug. Because usually I terrify Dawn with all my drawings. Because they're spoopy. Well, they're either spooky or not. How descriptive. How descriptive. Actually, I kind of want to show you guys something. It's fun art. Is the Homura, but I don't feel like pulling her up right now, so. But I drew a cool looking Homura. Because I love Madoka Magica. Also, I'm going to a convention. I'll be going to a convention. Wait. Yay! Okay. I need to figure out the background. Give her arm belts, tail belts. I don't know what I want to do for the background. Golly, I'm hopeless. What if? Okay. We're gonna do. The city? I feel like that makes the most sense. Don't know what I'm doing. Cave mountains. Yeah. But I feel like if we did, okay, I got an idea. Did this, but do something like that. Okay. Forest behind or in the back. Yeah, I don't. Maybe. But I have a thought that's going on. Because I do want the character to kind of contrast the color of the background. So if we did ooh, a moon would fit up there. If we did like a destroyed city. Because I like stuff like that. I play Fallout, dang it. I play but okay, this is a thought I had. Is if I did kind of a destroyed looking city. And then also had over into gotta figure out how the heck I'm gonna draw that at night. Is that what you're thinking? Yes, that is what I'm thinking. Destroyed city at night with overgrowth. Yeah. I mean, I kind of don't know how to draw plants, so. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Cause I don't know, I feel like it'd be cool. Be cool looking. You know? Like massive ferns. So, I don't know what you... No, I don't want that there. No, I don't. As I'm like, wait, hold on. No. I need to straighten out my roads and stuff. Even though I'm gonna destroy them, not for long. I'm gonna artistically destroy them. Yeah. Because well, it's because of the clothing she has. You know? It's not very wildernessly. That makes sense. So, I kind of want to, like, have this kind of, like, destroyed looking city around her. No? I don't know, maybe it's just a me thing. There we go. We can have a fern chilling out here. Go. The massive fern. But it's a fern. Destroy who? I don't know. Would she use a little bag to carry beef jerky? She'd make her own beef jerky. That's what she'd do. That's what she'd do. She'd make her own doggone beef jerky. We're gonna have like super tall trees. Because I don't feel like drawing the top of trees. Yeah. Long roots. Gonna have sidewalk stuff going on here. Sidewalk. Destroy everything. The world. Yeah. Okay. Gotta. I mean, this makes more sense if it was like a pine tree. I'd have like some some branches as you go up the tree, more higher up. You know. I also just wanted a really long route. I am root. Wait. Yeah. Okay. Okay. It's Root's brother, Root. Because if we have... Yeah! Yeah, I like this. Here we go. Going to do this in our... No. And get lunch. Oh, sounds fun. Have fun, be safe, Dawn. Don't die, it's bad for your health, and if you do, it's not my problem. Joking. It actually would be my problem if you did die. It'd be very, very sad. Okay. Then I kind of want to... How much of this she's covering? She's not covering this spot right here. Okay. You just gotta figure out the logistics of this thing. As I enjoy some cinnamon tea. Actually, it doesn't taste too bad. I actually... Okay, so... I've traveled a lot. And, everyone shall know that. There will be no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Anyways. Because I have traveled a lot, our family may or may not have stolen, some tea bags. They're saying that as if I don't have a phone to watch the stream. You don't have a phone, Dawn. You are in fact phoneless. But like, so, cause like, you know, they'll be like, here, have tea, or coffee. It depends on where you are, really. Anyways, we have taken tea bags from freaking hotel stuff. Dang it, they're offering. Yes, it is ours. But I'm drinking some hotel cinnamon tea. I want to put something. We could put another tree here. Another daggone tree here. All these trees are gonna be tall trees. I don't feel like drawing the top of trees. That's annoying. I don't want to be. So. Yeah. That is... This is my life now. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. There we go. Magical. Shurjan. Shh. You just got Shurjan from Dawn. Wow. Rude. How rude. Oh, so very rude. Actually, this probably be more at that angle. Yeah, that looks more right. There we go. As I... Okay. So, yeah. So, yeah. You're not... When are you not sure? I don't know. I don't know when I'm not sure Jan by you. It doesn't happen very often. Okay. We're gonna add another tree. We need more trees. In fact, that is what we need. Yep. More trees. I kind of wish I had a Gojira sweatshirt hoodie. I don't own one, but I did watch Gojira live once. They were playing with Spirit Box. And I got a Spirit Box hoodie, but they didn't have any Gojira hoodies. That makes me sad. Now I'm mildly sad. Okay. We want to... I I do kind of want it to feel a little cramped. This alley. I do want to destroy this building a little bit so it's not just perfect. Okay, so that is not in a-okay shape, because it is not. So, yeah, there we go. I don't know what happened to the world. Oh, it could be the same world that my character lives in. There we go. Post-apocalyptic magic. There we go. Wolf Girl exists. Boom, canon. BRB. What? No fighting while I'm gone. No. Fire, no chaos either. Well, I'm gonna cause chaos whether you like it or not. Okay. You don't get to stop me on that front. Okay. Then we can do... I don't want... I'm gonna just do another fern. As I decorate the background with various plants. Because plants. Look at this lush green gray area. And the green's gonna bring out some nice little pop to the city. It'll make it look, I don't know, alive? Would you call it that? Alive? I don't know, it'll make it look nicer. As I neaten up this moon. Because it must be perfectly circular, dang it. Okay. And I need some more stuff. Here we go. Yeah, okay. Then some more destroyed buildings. Yada yada yada. Fun times. Whole chunk just gone. Yeah. You know, like, sometimes I wonder what it'd be like to live in worlds where, like, you know, kind of more or less post-apocalyptic, Fallout, you know, kind of style. Like, you know, I'm just a little curious what it'd be like to live in a world like that. Like, I don't know about you guys. That makes me a little curious. Maybe I'm just a freaking weirdo. Actually, the trees that I'm drawing would look more like that at the top. And this kind of going around. It's shorten up top, then longer. Not. It's a different kind of tree. I can't do it Christmas tree style. Gotta think about my trees, dang it. Can't be no simpleton here. Okay. There we go. And then we'll add some clouds. I think. And this background is really coming together. I think I spent more about, maybe I've spent about the same time on this background as I did on the main character. As the foreground character. I actually came to this idea pretty quickly, it seemed, this stream. There's been other times where it's taken a while. Where I'm like halfway, you know, like it's almost 3 and I'm like, I still don't know what I want to draw. You know? But you know, I got here pretty fast. Look at that. Oh my goodness, that's... Yeah. Cracks. First we draw a line, and then we draw a hole in the floor. There we go. Then we draw some branches off of that hole. Yeah! Arting with fire! Let's draw together. Ah, drawn together. Have any of you guys ever seen that show? I've only seen bits and pieces. It is definitely college humor. Not for children. Say that for sure. Yeah. It is not my kind of show. And we can draw a little plant. Little plant. A little baby plant. Look at that plant. Yeah. Plants. Bone apple tea. Goodness. Ah. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Oh my goodness. We need to bask in the greatness that is this background for a brief moment as I drink some tea. Which has started to get more lukewarm. Oh, yeah. Looks really good. This. Yeah. My goodness. Kind of proud of it. Not gonna lie. We'll just do something like that. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. 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 My goodness, it looks so good. I'm gonna ink in the background and the character separately. I'll bring this down here. Character first. I'm kind of curious about something. I might do a couple of things. I might do a handful of things over here. Oh nope, my pen size isn't the right size. There we go. Cause like, yeah, I mean like, it looks great. I love it. I'm gonna say that and then come back to this and be like, I hate this. And I don't think that's gonna happen with this piece. Like it does with the Bay piece. Bay piece I look at and I'm like, no! How about no? But I do like Armored Bay. I just need to draw her differently. You know? Like... yeah, I don't know. Why knoweth not? So... go me. Golly. No! I haven't seen a wolf in a while. Mostly coyotes, which are different. A little more lengthy. Yeah. Like... yeah, yeah. I guess today is a good day to have art. Today's a good art day for me. Today's a good art day. I like today. Today's a nice art day. And look at that. Oh my goodness. You know, I wish I had more art days like this. So often, sometimes it feels super often when like, you know, I don't have a good art day. And I'm like, what's going on? Can't art? Why? Why must day be like that? It sucks when it happens when it's an art stream, you know, that I like planned for, and then it's like, Oh shucks. Guess I'm not gonna art good today. That's what happened on my bay art. I just didn't have a good art day that day. And now I can look back and see all the wrongs with it because of the bad art day. I think that's what happened. I'm not too sure though. I don't remember exactly what happened during that stream. Yeah. Golly. Ah, my throat. This is what happens when you force your altos to sing high notes. Correction, this is what happens when you force your second altos to sing high notes. They complain on stream. They complain on stream. Nah. I have fun. I have fun with singing. Though I'm not like... I don't feel like I'm any good at it. You know? Yeah, I don't feel very... Not very confident, I guess you could say. Yeah, it's just... It's been a long time since I, like, properly sang. You know? Just, like... It's... since, like... I want to say middle... You just to enjoy it. Yeah, I do enjoy it. But, like, you know, I was like... I'm also like, I don't know if I'm good. You know, it's just... Like... you know, it's just like... It's mostly a confidence issue. I enjoy singing and I enjoy acting. I haven't been in a play in a while. I've seen a couple plays now. But like, you know, I haven't been in one in a hot minute. I'm practicing, but that's second. Fair. Yeah. I mean, singing's fun. I enjoy it. But, yeah. I kind of want to sing some covers and stuff, but I haven't gotten around to it at all. And also, I'm not confident. Same girl. Don't want to sing a cover together. Let's sing God Gotcha. How about that? Wait, you're not a rock guy. Pull up one Suicide song. Yeah, but like, you know, and I'm a little worried, I guess you could say. Like, if I sing a cover of a song, you know, if, like, oh, like, I'm gonna get smacked like a copyright claim. That's happened before. Not for a cover, though. It was a more reasonable copyright claim. You know, copyright strike, like, that genuinely does actually scare me. But, like, you know, I I don't know. There's songs I want to sing, and I just scooped. The song for your channel, I'll pick one for my channel. Well, yeah. But I feel like at that point, like, they have to be songs from the same person. Or the same group. You know? I'm gonna do this, because I'm lazy. Control C, Control V. Select. There we go. Oh, apply. Yeah, these can be about the same height. Pinky finger has to be smaller. There we go. Control C, Control V. My favorite keyboard combination. Move in a little closer. Pink is a little far away. Okay. There we go. Oh. Please. Solution to all your problems. Control C, Control V. That was lazy. Dawn, do you forget what I say all the time? I'm not an artist because I like art. I'm an artist because I'm lazy. Okay? You gotta remember that. Not an artist because I like art. And I do like art, but that's kind of secondary. I'm an artist because I'm lazy. Okay. And I also use the paint bucket. That's also pretty lazy. I also actually kind of use the paint bucket properly compared to some artists. Some artists just use the paint bucket and call it good. No, I go through all the corners and stuff to make it sure that it's freaking good. I'm also using a free drawing app, so there is that, so it's kind of a have to. Yeah, most other, at least online artists are probably actually using an app that you have to pay for. But I'm cheap and poor, so I use a free one. I think the stuff that comes out of it is pretty good. So. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Fire taking the lead. Yeah. Look, the nice thing about hands, that fingers look similar. Fingers. And that ear turned out super well. That ear look at it, it's magical. Like, ah, brah, brah, ah. Yeah. Okay. Hair's getting in the way. Okay, okay. Burp. Yep, burp, 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 burp. Magical, magical. Background. So happy about it. I'm so happy. Just, oh, that's my brokest. Hey, you're more broke than me. I'm not saying that you're not broke, Dawn. I'm saying that I am in fact broke. There's a difference. I'm not saying you're more broke. Correction. I'm not saying you're less broke. I am broke. But you're more broke. Dawn, you should get a job. Sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry, Dawn. I mean, kind of. Yeah. Being broke. You figure out how to not be broke. Through figuring it out. That was a very self-explanatory sentence. So the program that I use is called Medibang. You can't see it. But at the top it is... Here, let me spell it out. We want... Sure. This M... E... I'm gonna make this look nice. Specifically for you, Ari. Gotta actually think about this. And... Oh, crap. Why did I decide to draw this on this layer? And then... This is me focusing on my handwriting, okay? think. There we go. This is what I use. Go to the official site. Go to the official site. Because it's free there. On Steam, it's like a couple of bucks. I'm working on it backbone. Yep. Yeah. This is what my handwriting is typically. It's a little difficult. But yeah, this is what I use. Yeah. For those who wish to use the same drawing program that I use, Medibang is the thing I use. It's also on phone. This is not sponsored, by the way. Okay, as an FYI, this is just what I use. Non-sponsored. But yeah, this is what I use. When I just say what the name is, people get the spelling wrong, so yeah. And the official site is free. On Steam is like $5. Okay. That is what I use. You can now also go back and stream to see what the heck I wrote. So yeah. This is what I use. It's free. It's free. Even when I drew. Yeah. My goodness. Yeah, I actually had my first art tablet in middle school, and it lasted me till not all of high school. It broke. Many big sponsor our girl. Done. I'm too small to have a sponsor from much of anybody. Okay. If anything, like, they'd be I'd be sponsoring them. Yeah, I'm a little too small. Considering I'm not even big enough to have supers, get a job and sponsor Fire. Man. But like, you know, but oh, I like that. But like, I'm literally at a size where I can't even have super chats. That is how small I am. Like, I have to have, like, I want to say 500 subs, in order to actually have supers, but I'm not actually too sure on that front. So I'd have to check that in the YouTube studio. But like, yeah, I actually can't make money off of my channel. Which kind of sucks. But I could open up a Patreon. I do have a Patreon. I don't have anything on it, so don't bother. I could do something with Patreon. But with Patreon, it'd be more like a tip jar. I wouldn't be offering anything. I don't feel like I'm responsible enough to be like actually able to offer anything. So yeah, that's the thing. So, and yeah, that's kind of the state of stuff. Maybe one of these days I'll actually properly open up a Patreon page and be like, hey, I have a Patreon. Go there and give me your monies. Give me your if you feel like supporting. But I don't have that. Not right now. Perhaps sometime in the future. I need to give her slitted eyes. I need to give her slitted eyes. There you go. Yes. So, it's probably going to become a future thing. I think if I were to do any perk for Patreon, I'd have like your name just being the chilling out, vibing and stream. You know, like a little name rotating thingamabobber at the bottom of this. I don't know, I'd have to figure that out. Work all the kinks out. But I don't have a Patreon, so yeah. It's like how I have a Twitter. I don't touch it. or do anything with it. But I do have a Patreon account. Yeah. You know when I was younger, I'd actually get Patreon and Pinterest confused. Cause like both of them have a P as their logo. Floating rotating name in corner would be funny. Like 3D Nana. Just cycles through a bunch of names and they're all just rotating like corner. Yeah. It actually wouldn't be too difficult to do. Because you'd be able to do that with Blender. Like, you don't even have to do it with Blender. You could actually do it. There are so many apps and stuff, sites, that would let you to do such a simple thing. So, yeah. But I don't have I don't have a Patreon page. I think. I don't know, I haven't checked in a while. I might. I'm not too sure, actually. But I don't think I have one public. Maybe? I have no idea. Now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I don't know. Do I? Dang. Going insane over here. I say that like I'm not already insane. Like, I don't know. Golly. Now I'm just thinking. Okay. Okie dokie. Okie dokie, artichoke. Magical. Magical. Okay. Yes. Okay. I had just did a duh. I was like, continue drawing. I'm like, no. My throat hurts. My throat. So. Yeah. By golly. By golly. Oh. Oy vey. Going insane. Insane in the membrane. Golly. You know, actually, I'm kind of curious. If I were to sing a cover of a song of your guys' choosing, what songs would you guys want to hear? Listen to me attempt to sing. I'm a little curious. Cause like my song choices are rock or anime. It is two very different genres. Unless it's Ututsupi, which is a fun mash of the two. Or baby metal. Baby metal's fun. I like baby metal. Yeah. Honestly, anything that would get you pumped up would be nice. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm just curious. Cause like, yeah. Okay, I'm back. So, or did you cast chaos? Yes. Maybe sing the Eureka 7. I might have heard of Eureka 7, but I haven't ever watched it. So, yeah. Nifty, okay. Yeah, cause like I don't know, I've always been fidgeting with the idea of singing and putting out covers and songs on. I haven't gotten around to it. Scares me. I know you guys probably would be like, oh, that sounds great, thanks. You know? And if you're Emily, you probably have it printed out on a disc and play it repeatedly. But like, I don't know what about it scares me. About putting a cover or originals on. I don't know. But I think drawing the assets would be fun. Like you from Yes! Oh my goodness, Steven Universe. That is a good one. Yeah. I used to actually have that song almost memorized. I had a Steven Universe phase. And I distinctly remember I would get up in the morning, because I used to actually have cable TV, and I would get up in the morning and make sure I was there for the newest Steven Universe episode. Like, all the time. My thing. I feel like that makes me sound like I'm 10 times older than I actually am. Man, I love Steven Universe. I had a lot of the songs from Steven Universe memorized. I now don't. I remember Stronger Than You. I definitely had that one memorized. When that one came out, it was my obsession. But the one song that I really liked was it was Lapis's song, because I really liked Lapis as a character. It was my favorite. Lapis Lazuli. Yeah. And recently, my brother, one of my older brothers, he's actually been feeling nostalgic because he also watched Steven Universe, because of me, actually. So, and recently, because he's been feeling a little nostalgic, also because he's just had the time on his hands, at, like, work and stuff. So, he would actually he watched all of Steven Universe, and, like, there's, basically a Steven Universe after the main series and movies. Basically, he watched all of that, and then, like, yeah, stuff goes down. Because I remember I stopped watching Steven Universe after, golly, what was it? The movie it was when the movie got announced. When the movie got announced from Steven Universe, I kind of fell out of Steven Universe at around about that time. I want to say that was like 2020? Might have been 2020. When that happened. Like, yeah. I think that's when I want to say that the movie got announced. Steven Universe. Yeah, 2020 sounds right. Because I remember, I think it came out near when COVID happened. So, yeah. Yeah, that's, I feel like that sounds about right. So, yeah. That feels right. You can double check me on that one. They like that, like, you have to have permission to double check me. um, but like, yeah. Like, feels right about that time. That or 2019, yeah, but I don't think 2019's right. 2019 doesn't feel right. I think it's 2020. But, Don, do you remember my Steven Universe phase? I remember my Steven Universe phase. I remember getting my entire family on Steven Universe, except for my dad. And my uncles and aunts. But I remember getting all, like, my brother and some of my cousins on, onto Steven Universe. That was great. And I remember when, Defend the Light came out, roughly. I really wanted to get it. I don't know if I have it on my wish list still. I think I might. If I don't, I should. I might put it on there. I might get Defend the Light and then play it on stream for nostalgia's sakes. Because Steven Universe. My goodness, it's been so long. Watch Steven Universe. Should watch it again. Watch it again. Yeah. Like, it was actually kind of funny because, like, basically what happened was I was drawing Opal at my cousin's place one time. And because I did like her design. And one of my cousins is like, "Who's that?" I'm like, "Oh, this is Opal. She's from Steven Universe." And they're like, "Oh, Steven Universe?" I'm like, "Yeah, you should watch it." I'm like, "Okay, sure. We'll humor you, youngest cousin." And then they're like, "Oh my goodness, Fire? This is really good." Like, yeah, let's watch Steven Universe. Like, yeah, that is how it happened. And like, my aunt would be like, "Fire, all of my kids are talking about this thing called Steven Universe. What is it?" And I'm like, "They're rocks. They're rocks. They're rocks." Oh my god, golly. It's rocks raising a human child. It was great. Oh, that was amazing. I love that time. Yeah. Fire, what have you done? Yep. A similar thing happened with Gravity Falls, too. Like, guys, watch this show. It's called Gravity Falls. After the Steven Universe incident, my cousins are like, "Yeah, sure, let's try it." Apparently I have good enough taste in shows. I have no regrets for that entire thing. Like, it is... brings me so much joy. Fear... Oh, Fire Steven, oh my goodness. Steven Universe. Oh no, not Gravity Falls too. Gravity Falls is amazing. And, okay, I felt so old. Okay, so, my dad, he's a teacher. And we're talking. There's like, my students have been going in this retro phase. And I'm like, retro phase? Like, They're like, yeah, they're watching Gravity Falls. And I'm like, Gravity Falls is considered retro? I'm like, that came out in like, what, 2000? Came out in 2013. 2012. Because Madoka Magica is older than it. Yeah. Apparently, like, Gravity Falls is considered retro. And now I feel old. Yeah. And these are high school students. You're not having another Teen Titan Go. No! No Teen Titans Go with... I do not like Teen Titans Go. I remember watching Teen Titans. Oh my goodness. Teen Titans. E-E-E-E-E-N-S. Teen Titans. Yeah. Teen Titans! I love Teen Titans, but not Teen Titans Go. Like, there is... Teen Titans Go. Ooh. Yeah. Let's go, Teen Titans. Yep. But like, yeah. Teen Titans is now apparently considered retro. I think they're wrong. Like, yeah. Yeah, it is. I am being genuine here. Like, that is what I've been told. Like, Gravity, they're like, retro phase. And I'm like, oh, what retro? And they're like, Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls? Gravity Falls? My dad's like, yeah. Like, oh my goodness. That makes me feel old and disappointed. Like, did I get confused? No. Old school Tom and Jerry could be considered. Yeah. I remember watching old school Tom and Jerry. I feel like every time someone brings something up and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember watching that. I remember hearing about that. And I'm like, I don't know why. Every single time I say that, I feel like I gain in age. I'm like, yeah, that's something I watched. And it's like, so retro. Like, it's not retro. It came out in X years. Like, personally, I feel like you could call Gravity Falls nostalgic, but not retro. It's too young to be retro, but it's old enough to be nostalgic, if that makes sense. You know? So, like, I hope that makes sense. Cause like, it's old enough. It's not so old that it can be retro, because retro in my book is something like, you know, before, granted, Gravity Falls for some students is actually did come out before they were born, but I want to say like 10ish or so years before, you know, I was born, for example. Okay, maybe not even 10, but like, you know, like retro retro is like before you were born, if that makes sense, of a certain amount of years. Nostalgic is during your time alive. Okay, 2000 can be retro. It just, you have to be old enough for 2000 to be, you have to be young enough for 2000 to be retro. So retro is before you were born. Nostalgic is whilst you were alive, if that makes sense. So Gravity Falls for me, is nostalgic. If does this line of thinking make sense? Looking at Gravity Falls, this looks ancient to us. Wait, it's only 13 years old. I remember seeing it on premiere day. Yeah. Okay. I think only 1-year-olds would be able to call Gravity Falls retro because of how young they are in comparison to how old the show is. Does my line of thinking make sense? Because I feel like retro can be 2000. You just have to be born after 2000. Okay. Like, at minimum, like, 2010. You know? Like, I wouldn't consider anything in the 2000s retro, but that's also because, you know. But, like, I'd consider things in the 2000s, early 2000s, to be nostalgic. Even if I didn't live and, like, was sitting there premiere day or some of the stuff. You're good. Thanks. Even if I wasn't, like, you know, there for premiere day or whatever. You know, I'm actually pretty slow when it comes to series. Actually, I generally end up watching series, like, a year or two after they come out. Due to a couple of things. But, like, 2000 stuff for me would be considered nostalgic. But I can understand if somebody was born in, like, 2010. Even then, they couldn't call Gravity Falls retro. Let's see, Gravity Falls came out 2012, I believe. It was 12 or 13. So if we say somebody was born in 2020, 2023, okay, and they'd be able to then call Gravity Falls retro. You know, the period of time between the thing coming out and them being born has been a long enough period of time, I guess you could say, when it happened, in order for something to be considered retro. But it gets a little more complicated once it gets to series, like Gundam, for example. Because Gundam came out like the 80s. I consider 80s and 90s to be pretty retro. Okay. Okay. So, like, that would be retro, but I wouldn't consider, like, stuff like, the newest Gundam stuff, I wouldn't call, retro, even though it stems off of a series that is, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I'm yammering on about this whole thing. The cat just heard a cat noise. I heard a cat noise. It's just, you know, one of those things where it feels like a certain amount of time has to pass for something to be considered retro. I don't know. Yes, it does. Thank you. I'm not going insane over here. It makes sense. Mythology, Full Metal Alchemist, is different from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Yes. Yeah. Like, it's just, even if it's from the same series, one, or even, like, the same timeline. Because, like, the newest Gundam, GQUUX, that one is part of the original, Gundam, you know, Mobile Suit Gundam line, like timeline wise, because Gundam's weird. So you have series that are part of the main timeline, and then you have series that aren't. Okay, Wish from Mercury is part of the series that isn't. Okay, I love Wish from Mercury. I will always forever call that one nostalgic, just cause like, I love that series. Anyways, but like, you know, that like, you know, like, the newest Gundam is modern. It is right now, even though it's part of a series, a full series. Yeah, and Dragon Ball too. Yeah. But yeah, Dragon Ball is also a great example of this, cause like, you know, it's part of the same whole world and timelines, even if, like, you know, you have stuff going on, but you would put them in different classifications of age, if that makes sense. Yeah. So, like, I'd consider modern Dragon Ball modern. Dragon Ball that, you know, came out during my lifetime, nostalgic. And then Dragon Ball that came out 10 years ago, minimum, retro. But even then, that's hit or miss. I probably won't call most things that are 10 years older than me retro. I'd probably just call them a little more nostalgic. Because I've watched plenty of series that are older than me, even by 10 years. You know? Like, I wasn't alive when The Last Unicorn came out, and I call that thing nostalgic. But that's also because I watched it a whole awful lot when I was younger. So, I guess it also depends on you know, what time you're interacting with the piece of media. Because nostalgic also refers to, you know, something of the past. You know? Different times for writing. Say both. Yeah, both for argument's sake. But, I mean, for it being more of, I guess more of, by time of actually being in the, see, and then when you get to anime, there's also the manga, which also muddies the waters a little bit. But, like, there's also, like, at what time you're interacting with the media. Because something could be way older than you, and you still call it nostalgic. Even if it didn't come out during your time. Like, for example, for me, it'd be The Last Unicorn. Okay? I wasn't alive when The Last Unicorn came out. Last Unicorn is older than me. Okay? Yeah. Typically, manga is older than the anime. And, like, so, but I call The Last Unicorn nostalgic. But that's also because I interacted with that piece of media when I was younger. So, there's a lot of factors. You know? If that makes sense. Like, because, nostalgia and retro, they can actually kind of go hand in hand. Because The Last Unicorn could also be considered retro. Probably is by most people's standards. And you know what? I'd also probably call it retro. Because of how old it is. But I'd also call it nostalgic for me because I used to watch it all the time when I was younger. If that makes sense. Also, the old Voltron. Like, that kind of stuff, I don't know, that's how I make sense of it, you know? Gravity Falls isn't retro. Okay. That's my point. Gravity Falls isn't retro. TLDR. Alright, well, I guess it'd be too long didn't listen. So it'd be TLDL. TLDL. Oh golly. Yeah. Madoka Magica will forever be nostalgic for me. I love Madoka Magica. I should make my own magical girl. What do you guys say to that? I'm gonna have a heel turn in this conversation. We have a stream where we create magical girls. I think that sounds fun. We go through a whole fun character creating process, like actually creating a fleshed out enough character. Like, you know, you know, create magical girls using the rules and laws of like different magical girl anime. I don't know that many. Like, I enjoy magical girl anime, but the majority of stuff that came out after 2011 are edgy. How about no sense. You'll only be a magical girl that caused chaos. You get very creative. It's very creative. I'm down for it. Yeah, we have a magical girl creation. I think that sounds really fun, actually. Cause like, and like I've kind of, I have two ways I create characters. Okay, I do something like I'm doing now. I just draw something and then create a character, create a world and reason around the character. Or I borrow another world or create a world and then make a character that fits in that world. So, like, for example, if I were to create a character in like for like Violet Evergarden, I make sure I create a character that fits within the time period, because Violet Evergarden is a very much a time period piece of media, and also fits the rules of that world. You know, magic doesn't exist, so I can't have a character with magic. However, automail exists, so I can have a character with a missing limb. You know? Yeah, like, I enjoy creating characters. If you couldn't tell. So, like, it's, you know, I think it'd be fun to create some magical girls, because magic's fun to tinker with. Because, like, here's the thing with magic, is that you have a lot of possibilities. But that's also the issue with magic and magical worlds, is that there's a lot of possibilities, you know? Like, well, what if, you know, your magic is this, this, and this. How does that actually affect the world? You know? But you know what I like about Madoka Magica? Is that their magic rules are actually pretty well explained, considering. You're not very confused about it. Now granted, there's some confusion, but it's about stuff, about some extra context. So Madoka Magica, in order to become a magical girl, you make a wish with Kyubey, okay? And it's more a question of what would happen if you wished for this, you know? Like, there was one time, like, I was wondering what would happen if a magical girl were to wish for a boy to be a magical girl. Like, how would that work? Yeah. Not like Dragon Ball power system. Yes. Like, how does this work? Just yell louder. Just yell. If you yell, you get magic. What? Just yell. Golly, I'm hot. Ah. I keep my blanket on my legs, though. Oh, frying over here. Sorry. But like, yeah, like, I like very concise magic systems. Like, very well told ones. Because, like, just yeah, basically. But like, so, but like, magic systems that are like, that know what they're about, like, makes it so you can, forces you to think a little more. Like, cause that's the thing is like, about, cause like, that's the downside with magic is, you know, if you have no rules on it, it's difficult to make a character that's not God, you know? Like, it's a little difficult. Like, I hope that makes sense. No, I didn't watch that. I haven't watched that. Wise Man's Grandchild? No, I haven't. I haven't even heard of it. But, like, you know, if that makes sense. Without a, you know, basically restrictions can breed creativity. I say can, because there has been plenty a D&D horror story where restrictions led to everyone being the exact same. So, yeah, but yeah, like, I hope that makes sense. It's kind of why I want to use Madoka Magica's rules. Because I don't know Sailor Moon's rules very well, or Cardcaptor Sakura. Like, that stuff I don't actually know too well. So I do know what most typical magical girl stuff is. Most typical, like, magical girl rules, you know, are. Granted, it also depends on series by series basis. Like, Madoka Magica doesn't have some of that. But, you know, it's, yeah. They say true music lies in the sound. Restrictions usually lead, yeah! As long as they're VSX mux. Yep. And you know what's nifty is when you're creating a character to fit inside an established series, which actually sometimes is harder, okay? Because basically, when you do that, you have to, absolutely have to, make sure you understand the rules of that, like, world. True. Yeah. Like, because if you don't, you'll create a character who's too special. Like, if a character in a series later basically becomes God, you cannot use that because it was under specific circumstances. You know, yes, it was canon, but you know, it's you know, certain other things. Main character has extra perks because it's the main friggin' character, you know? Like, that's like, I don't know, I feel like that's character creation 101 if you're gonna be creating a character in another world, but then, like, well, creating a character for a series. Every modern isekai. Yeah. Like, it's just like, if you don't understand the rules of the regular, of like the basic perks you get for that world, you're gonna end up creating a character that's too powerful, you know? Like, the Executioner and Her Way of Life is great. Very concise about, and you could actually create a character who is an otherworlder, who is trying to live, you know? And like, there's magic and there's like special abilities, but those abilities, like, are very specific. You know? Overlord in this, I think Overlord technically is an isekai. So I say yeah. I mean, like, but Overlord handles it in a different way. You know, because most modern isekai just are like, okay, character enters new world, they have awesome abilities, yippee, they save the world, you know? Overlord handles it a little differently from what I recall. I haven't really watched Overlord, so take what I say about Overlord with a grain of salt. You know? Like, it's, you know, it is technically an isekai from what I know of, but it's handled from there was already an established character that the main character played, if that makes sense. Like, if I am remembering that correctly. By definition, yeah. But they use it differently than other power fantasies. Yeah. Yeah. Like, they don't just feel like, cool, main character's here, main character has a lot of power. I mean, like, yeah, main character has a lot of power, but main character also is like, they already got to a point to have that, like, it's, you know, it does different things than most isekai, you know? I'm really happy about this hand. Look at this hand. Oh my goodness, it's so amazing. Oh, sorry, I'm amazed at my own drawing skills. Don't mind me. It's a good hand. It's a good hand. But like, yeah. And max level, yeah. That was shutting its servers down. Yeah. Just because power fantasies, yes, I have established, and that makes made writing formula. Yeah. Like, okay, but to be fair, the majority of established kind of genres have a trend that happens. Unless if it's the magical girl genre, because something very special happened there. So, it is kind of actually going back to Sailor Moon, Monster of the Day, but only after a couple of years of Madoka Magica being out. Because, so, story time. I did not write it. But, so, Madoka Magica is what you would classify as a dark magical girl. It's very fun. I love it so much. And saying nice. My goodness. And anyways, after Madoka Magica came out, there was a trend of magical girl animes whose their aim were to be dark magical girl animes. However, they did not understand how like the formula for a good dark magical girl anime, okay? Full of despair and suffering. They didn't understand that. So, Madoka Magica actually both revived and killed the magical girl genre in the same breath. Kind of sad and funny. But actually it's coming back. More Sailor Moonish, which is fine. Which is a-okay, actually. But because what they do would just be like, girls suffering. That is what people want. Completely misinterpreting what Madoka Magica is about. You know, it's not about girls suffering. It's girls still having hope, even when there is suffering. If that makes sense, you know? Like, it's like it was kind of sad, actually, you know? And the most egregious was Magical Girl Sight. What does this sound like? The anime that was like my dress. Oh, dress up, darling. Oh no. But like Magical Girl Sight. Yeah, like it's I don't know, but like it was, like I said, it was both kind of funny and sad at the same time. You know, both revive and accidentally kill something because writers wanted to copy Madoka Magica's homework, but they didn't understand how to copy Madoka Magica's homework. So what happened was subpar writing paired with people not understanding how, you know, not actually taking the time to fully understand how the heck, you know, Madoka Magica did it. You know, how they created, you know, the series. It's both a mixture of competent writing and having story building and making it so you care about the characters. Because that's what they mostly, like Magical Girl Sight did. Instead of having a character you can care about, they're like, this girl is sad. Her life sucks. Everything sucks. And she wants to die. Okay? And like, that is not good writing. Like, for your episode 1, like, it's not good writing at all. Because your audience isn't going to care. They're like, well, okay. Why should we care about this character? We don't care. Yeah. Very honest. Yeah. Like, but like, that's the thing. Is like, your audience just isn't gonna care about a character who'd rather not be around, not be alive. Like, episode 1. it's not how you write a competent story. Because if your character doesn't care about their world, then what does it matter when their world suddenly is in danger? If that makes sense. Cause that's the thing about Madoka Magica. You care about the main character because she cares about her world. She cares about what's going to happen. Like, it's not just, you know, she hates everything. She doesn't. She loves her world. She loves her friends. She loves her family. So she cares when it's in danger. And anime like Magical Girl Site didn't establish anything like that. In fact, they established the opposite. You know? Like, it is not how you write a world. Not if it's a world you want your audience to care about. Not if you want at least your audience to care about the main character. And you can have an anime where it starts off with the world being destroyed or something bad happening. Blue Reflection is a great example of that. Blue Reflection, Ray. Okay. You literally start off with what you can presume to be main characters getting laser beamed. So the one that I'm right now talking about is Blue Reflection Ray. So the anime of Blue Reflection. Madoka Magica, a great series I suggested to everybody and their dog. And I'm basically comparing it to Magical Girl Site, which is, it attempts to do what Madoka Magica did, but worse. Like, way worse. And also, for those whomst of which are struggling and could be triggered by things like self-harm, it is not a good anime to watch, especially if you're going through something like that. Blue Reflection is a video game. Madoka Magica just came out with a video game. I've been playing the crap out of it. My friends will not hear the end of it. I will talk about how great Madoka Magica, the game that just came out, how amazing it is, how much I love it, and how much the gacha system hates me. It, like, genuinely does not like me. So, yeah. That is how it is. But yeah. So those are the things I've been talking about. I feel sorry for you. Ah. Well, see, here's the thing. Chat, you come here willingly. Chat, you come. So does Don. Except for when I talk to him. Hey, Don, wanna listen to me just talk about Madoka Magica again? Do that there. So, yeah, it's just, we need competent writing in order to make a good need competent writing in order to make a series that is at least half decent, especially if you're going to go down a route of despair. Don, run. Oh, dang. And even just for like a regular series, you know? And like, but like, you need competent writing for things like horror, dark, gritty themes. Like, you need people who know how to handle those themes with care, you know, and with a nuanced understanding. Because, like, it's just, I feel like it's just basic storytelling, you know? maybe it's just me, but like, it's just one of those things where I'm like, guys, you can't just put in, you know, dark, horrible themes into an anime, stick magical girls in it, and barely do any work and call it a dark magical girl anime. It's just, it's not that. No, it's worse. No, it's worse in its writing, worse in its storytelling, if you were to just do that. Maybe. I don't feel like adjusting it now, though. So. Make it look. I mean, also the middle finger's just gonna stand out because of how the glove's designed. So, yeah, that's my 2 cents. Hi, Ryan. How are you doing? You just got past my entire rant about magical girl anime and how to write a competent story. So, yeah. I'm not much a story writer, but I know a thing or two. Yeah. I like magical girl shows. Okay. What's my time? That is... You know what? That turned out pretty good. I like that. Turned out pretty good. I'm going to show it to one of my friends later. Okay. And yeah. Oh, I want to show you this background. Look at the background. It's so pretty. Oh, since I finished inking this. Ha 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 ha. Listen. So pretty. Ah, I love it so much. Favorite. My favorite uwu. Uwu. But like, yeah, I was informing chat that Magical Girl site sucks. And that there are better anime out there to watch out there. So, yeah. Dies of cringe. So help me, I'm a ooh at you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Becky. Did you watch that series called Magical Girl Site? Oh, it sucks. Like, oh my goodness. Ah. Oh golly. So yesterday, I play the clarinet. I go doot doot. I'm in a band, and so we had to mark our music because we needed to be quieter in a spot. And I already had P for piano, so I put another P next to it. And I'm like, heh, P. And then one of the other clarinets turns around, and I'm like, and we're like, he's like, did you just? I'm like, heh, P. And I'm like, I'm an adult. I'm an adult. Yeah, I think I'm an adult, guys. I swear. I do not have teenage boy humor, I swear. Yeah. This is how I make my friends disappointed in me. This is how I make my... We got fire. Just make a teenage boy joke. Like, yes. Yes, I did. Yeah. I am not sorry. I do not apologize or my teenage boy humor. Oh golly. Good, yay! I am not a teenager, nor am I a boy. But dang it, teenage boy humor is fun. And I don't know why. It just is. I kind of want this lines here to be a little more unstable. Yeah. There we go. Just... Emroy is probably face palming. Probably disappointed in me. I'm not sorry. I'm not... I'd apologize if I felt bad, but I don't feel bad. So, oh well. Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to do all the coloring in on another day. Hopefully I'll get this all inked in today. So, yeah. Massive fern. Massive. Look at this fern. I don't actually even know if... No, this isn't quite right. But, you know what? Looks good. Looks good, dang it. Fortunately, I can't stay for long. But, bye-bye, Ryan. Have fun, be safe. Don't die. It's bad for your health. Yeah. But, yeah, I just... things. I don't get why teenage boy so funny. See, teenage boy humor is either funny or cringy. And some days it's both. Some days. Good luck on your endeavors, right? Yeah. After stream, I'm probably gonna be helping build a bathroom. I want to keep streaming for all of eternity because I want to push that off. Cause procrastination. Hi. Bro. Oh my goodness, you're loud. What? Yeah? You hear my cat? It's super loud. Yeah. My room. What do you want? What do you... The creature. And he just left. And he just... Did you hear him meow? I like that was super loud. Just comes in here and yells at me. It speaks wisdom. We should listen to it. Hi, Noda. Oh my goodness. She just came in here, yelled, and left. I think my cat wants mom's attention. Wants my attention. Sorry, I have like half an hour left. Look at this background, it's beautiful. Look at this background. That is the first thing I need to show every single person who dare enter stream. Is is show them the background for my character that I have drawn today. It's beautiful. Makes me happy. Makes me super happy, actually. I really like how it came out. You shall be informed of my happiness towards my own background for this stream that I drew. Oh, by the way, when I drew the thumbnail, I was having a lot of fun. Like, it was so stupid looking, and I'm like, look, it's silly. I go hee hee ha ha at it. This one starts. Yeah, makes me so happy. Makes me so... Oh, I want to show you the character. Look, this is the character. She looks fabulous, like me. I love her. I love it. I love. Today is a good art day. I'm having fun. Today's a fun art day. I've been having a great time. Been having a blast. Oh, by the way, how has everybody's week been? Forgot to ask that. Oh my goodness, he's back. Hi. What? Yeah? Yeah? Better not lower my chair. You better not lower. Brow? God. Yeah? The creature. Come over here towards my hands, please. No, you're just gonna sit behind me. Golly. I love my pets. Yeah? You have an issue? He just comes down here and yells. I'm petting you! Fine, walk off. Dude. You suck. Golly. He goes into my gay cave and then pushes my... The gay cave. So, funny story about the gay cave. It used to be the moon cave. So... Because, like... So I sleep on a bunk bed. Because bunk beds are just... more space friendly. You can actually fit more stuff into your room if you sleep on a bunk bed. Preferably a loft bed. But basically, if nobody's on the bottom bunk, very easy to do when you're the only girl in the house. And so, and have all your stuff on there. So I actually have like my Xbox 360, my PS4, and an Atari remake, under my bed. And I used to have this moon blanket hanging up. Sometimes during call, I like with my friends and stuff, I'd turn on my camera, aiming at my moon blanket, and I'd be like, "Hey, you've all just been mooned," because teenage boy humor. Anyways, but then one time, then I went and got myself a pride flag. Okay. Because I'm a lesbian. And I hung it up where the moon blanket was. My older brother, he comes in and he's like, "It's a gay cave." And I'm like, "Gay cave?" We're like, "Gay cave." Yeah. And then I asked my brother, because I moved rooms a couple times into a basement, and I was like, would me being in the basement make it a gay cave for the amount of time I'm in the basement? Therefore, would my gay cave, as in the one that is attached to my bunk bed, when I'm in the basement, make it a gay cave squared? He's like, "No, it's just a gay cave in a gay cave." It was a great day. It reminded me of a post I saw where it was like, if you drink this drink, you'll be gay. And it's like, what if you're already gay? And it's like, you become gay squared. It's squared. Yes. Gay cave squared. Whenever I'm in the basement with my gay cave, it is a gay cave squared. Yes. And then my brother also is like, well, the cave isn't really a gay cave, it's just a cave. So it'd be a gay in a cave. So, which would make actually the gay cave gay and then cave squared. if we were to actually like headmask this. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally is how I remembered it. it'd be gay, and then you have gay squared. These are two separate things. These are two separate things. The cave is squared, so it is square, but not the gay part. So it'd be gay parentheses cave and parentheses squared. The square is affecting the cave, but not affecting the gay. This is what the formula would look like. Oh, golly. Can you tell I know math? I'm not like a mathematician. Actually, math was really boring for me in school. Did not enjoy math very much. All the teachers kind of gave up on making me do math. Because I always drew in my math class. Well, I was good at math. I could do math. Just so bored of it. Oh my goodness. I could not. Math was so... Did not enjoy doing math. So, yeah. I only, on a good day, I do half of my assignment. That is if I even turned in an assignment. So, yeah. I was not a great student, now that I think about it. Probably wouldn't have ever wanted me in your math class. If you were a math teacher, probably wouldn't want me in your math class. I don't math. I don't like mathing. So freaking boring. Oh my goodness. Same thing with English. I can write a very competent, like, English paper. Oh my goodness. Getting an English paper out of me is like a pain. Like, you're gonna be like ripping your hair out, okay, to try and get me to actually produce an English paper. I wasn't that great of a student. Yeah. Mayor. Yeah. But I did a lot of art during math class. Genuinely, it annoyed my teachers. I feel no remorse. May your quest be swift. Allie. So, yeah. Oh my goodness, that was a loud growl. Hi! The other cat came in. He doesn't meow as much. But he does, when he does meow, he sounds like a squeaky toy. He goes, picky, picky. Yeah. No, no, no. My lap is in use. I love you. I love you a lot. Now back on the floor, please. Back on the floor. Back. Back. Get back. I love you. No. Stop. He's adamant on being on the lap. No. Down. Down. Child. Golly. Cat. You bent over. That's my art tablet. Dude. Ah. Can you believe this? Come on, man. Ah. Come on. You can control your desire for attention. Cat, my hand is in use. It is not meant for petting your face. There we go. He's gonna come back up here, isn't he? Nope. He's gonna leave. Okay. Golly. I love my pets. I love my pets. Sometimes they're a little inconvenient. Ah, Golly. Bye, Golly. Yeah. It looks great. I love it. I love it so much. I love it so much. Cannot wait. Definitely not gonna get this all finished today. Probably gonna get it finished next time I do an art stream. So I don't know when that's gonna be. Next week, because I'm gonna be ending stream here shortly. I'm just gonna be saying this stuff as I continue to draw. So next week, is gonna be Skyrim, because I haven't touched Skyrim in a hot minute. And then the week after that is, I believe, I'm doing a collab with Dawn. We're gonna continue our Stardew. Dawn's gonna continue stalking Sebastian, as he does. I'm not sorry for throwing you under the bus. But have this back a little. But like, yeah, that's what I plan. I don't know when I'm gonna do another art stream. And then after my collab with Dawn will be Terraria. And afterwards I'll figure it out. So yeah. Hope that was registered in everybody's head noggins. Gonna finish up these lines here and then end off actually end stream, because dang it, I'm invested. Yeah. And I'm not. What kind of person do you think? I take you for the amount of stalking you did last time. But we did this today was pretty good. Was really good. I actually really like how everything came out. So yeah, like I said, next week Skyrim, and then we're gonna be doing collab, and then Terraria. The Terraria stream is going to be a grinding stream, maybe a building stream. I might be building a castle for the princess because she deserves a castle. And so probably gonna actually be a mixture of a building grinding stream, because that's what my Terraria streams are just kind of be, because I've just kind of hit this plateau. So that's just kind of what has happened. So yeah. Anyways, that's it good for today. Jeez, that was a sentence. Everyone have fun, be safe, don't die. It's bad for your health. Hopefully I will see everyone next week for Skyrim. It's gonna be fun. Bye bye.